So here at BNI, every week we highlight one of our members. Obviously, this week we are very fortunate to have Yasmine do her keynote, and I'm going to invite Mr. James Cutney to introduce her.
Thank you. So BNI works. I met Yasmine 15 years ago in BNI and have developed just an amazing relationship with her. She's like my little sister. Everybody knows Yasmine. She's that beautiful lady that walks in the door and just lights up the room, and everybody looks at her. And you know, she's so engaged in community service, so engaged in nonprofits. That's just the image that everybody has of Yasmine. I have a little bit different image of her as well. She's also my hero. Some of you have heard the story, some of you haven't, but Yasmine grew up in El Salvador, and her family was fairly well off. Her grandmother had like 650 gas station convenience stores, and they were very well to do. And then one day that all changed. There was a revolution, and they came in and they took all of her businesses. She got a phone call, her family did, to get on a plane and fly to Washington, D.C. And it was just basically the women, all the women got. She came here not knowing a single word of English. They lost several members of the male part of her family, and they came here with hardly anything and just had to work hard to get this, to get back into, some semblance of a life. Yasmine learned the language, put herself through school, went on to become a financial advisor, passed all of her tests, and she's one of the most successful financial advisors from her group, of which her graduating class was 100. It's now down to 1, and that is Yasmine Bonilla. So I hope you understand what a special person Yasmine is. And once more, we're going to plug Queen of Hearts at her request. Queen of Hearts is September 25th, not this Thursday, next Thursday, and it's actually the date of Yasmine Bonilla's birthday. Happy birthday, Yasmine.
Thank you, James. I did not write a check to James to say all those wonderful things, but I have 3 sisters and myself and my mom, so we are all girls. So to have James and Dan as my brothers, it means a lot to me. So thank you, James, for that introduction. I'm going to try to accomplish a lot here in 10 minutes, so who's going to keep time for me? Pat, somebody? Okay, excellent. All right, so I've been part of BNI since 2009. That's about 16 years. I'm very proud of that. A lot of you know a lot of stuff about me, but these some things you might not know about me. I don't hold a crystal ball as a financial advisor. Dave and Dan quickly back there can tell you we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the markets. The Federal Reserve is meeting today. We have a good feeling. The street is saying maybe 50 basis points. We don't know how the markets are going to react. It could be negative. I think my business partner think it's negative. I think it's going to be in between. So you can tell that we don't know. It's just a lot of technology out there, a lot of information and technology that's going to determine that. Also, like James said, 133 advisors got in the class when I started. I'm the only one left. And I got hired in December 31st. So I know there was a little check mark for affirmative action, but I wanted to make sure that that person who hired me, I was not going to let him down. And here I am. So I was a check mark, but it tells you if you have tenacity and passion, you can make it, right? And then, I have owned Apple, the stock, since 2002 for my clients and for me directly. And not because I was the smartest cookie in the room. Out of 180 advisors are Smith Barney, and Dave can tell you that. I just knew who to ask. And that was the corner brokers. They were buying the IPOs, the syndicate, all that stuff. And I went there and flirted with them, and I got some stock for my clients. So World Series of Poker, I played there. That's one thing I'm very passionate about it. And then all the nonprofit work that I do. And you're gonna see some photos. I'm a very visual person. I like to show you things that I do by photos and all that. And the love of my life, besides my husband, mi hijo junior, my little Jack Russell. So, I'm still newlywed. I just got married almost not even 2 years ago. So I'm still living in that world. And I wanted to continue showing these photos because that is my why. That is why I wake up early, because of this beautiful family. My mom, trailblazer. She was the business owner in El Salvador, who started, gas stations and all that. just a trailblazer. And then of course, you see there our family, my posters and his daughters. Marisa's getting married in November. So, so we're waiting in Zari. So that's our family. That's a little pressure. My passion on the nonprofits. I've been part of these nonprofits for many, many years. It hasn't been just show up and then leave and expect for people to believe in me and trust me. I have rolled my sleeve and raised a lot of money for this nonprofit. So Michelle, thank you. AJ with Rotary Club, very passionate. And of course, my Women in Business Committee of the Tower Club. I'm pouring my soul in there because I'm helping women network and, meet new potential clients and all that. So in anything that I can help, I'm there to help. My poker players who care, I put Dan's firm there because he's...
My law firm's for profit.
But can I tell you, he's a big giver, guys. Do you know how much time he spends doing nonprofit work? You know, lawyers, they get paid by the hour, right? So thank you, Dan, for doing all that, really, from my heart. And then I like photos, I like dressing up. That's not a secret about me. And playing poker, more photos. Where is Amr? Amr, thank you. He's an amazing dresser. And I have my Women Business Committee group over here. We just hosted an amazing. Give it up, ladies. Come on, show me love. These are some serious, powerful women, people. Get to know them. Really, they have a Rolodex that you want to get in. I'm telling you, it's amazing. All right, and this photo, I put it here because it really reflects a lot of who I am. Dan has been part of who I am in the business world, but we have built a great relationship. Todd, my client, invited me to his birthday. That's what kind of relationship we have. And then I have put Sari and Garrett, that's her boyfriend. Where's Garrett? There he is. He's a little shy. And we got to meet his parents, and they were amazing, really amazing people. All right, so, you can be cute, you can look good and all that stuff, but you have to have the credentials, right, to make it happen. So these are my credentials, but one that really matters and means a lot in the financial world is holding a Series 7. A lot of advisors hold Series 6. That means they can only buy mutual funds for you. I can buy equities, that means individual stocks, bonds, you name it. I have the license to accomplish all that for you. And clients need that flexibility. They need those options when you're managing their money because investments don't go according to plan all the time, right? And this is my team. You met Mike, my business partner. I was blessed with 2 mics, so it gets confusing, especially when I text him one time, thinking I was texting my husband, I love you, honey, and there was a heart. And Mike was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm sorry. But that's it, that's the worst I've done, so not bad. And this is our branch here. Our practice, guys, is a boutique shop. Really, it is. It's very personalized to our clients. We really invest for our clients, for their needs. We get to know them at a personal level. I mean, we know the name of the cat, the dog, the everything, the neighbors. So it's very personalized approach that we do for our clients. Our mission is this. Our mission is to help you achieve your lifetime goals through wealth building and preservation. We prioritize your financial well-being by crafting a comprehensive financial plan tailored to your life. At all times, guys, we make you a priority. You are the priority. There is no exceptions. We have a fiduciary responsibility to always put our clients first. And that's what me and my business partner do. Very simple, the process, financial planning process. We understand our clients, you name it. We want to know their goals. What is it that they want to accomplish? We come up with, and we design after that, once we talk to our clients, we design a financial plan. It's very detailed. Sometimes it could be 150 pages, okay? And it can be very intimidating. But you have us that can help you navigate that plan, and we can help you implement that plan with amazing people like Dan Rothenberg. He will look at your estate planning, like Sabina my banker and many other bankers here, like our CPAs who are in the room, just a lot of people that help us through this process. We implement it and then we manage it. We look at it every quarter. Besides every day, Mike is always looking at the investments. Literally, he wakes up with the trading board in his head. So that's a process. I'm gonna share with you a profile of a client, okay? This client is an aggressive client. A lot of you probably are more moderate investors, moderate and aggressive investors, right? Depends on your age, like somebody who is ready for retire, or like Todd, he is retired. His approach is not gonna be the approach I'm gonna share with you today. It's a hypothetical approach just for you to get an idea on how we manage some of our clients' money, and everybody's different. I want you to understand that your risk, Lydia, is so different than loose risk, right? You have plenty of time, which is the best thing for somebody who's trying to grow their wealth, time, because investments do amazing time. So this is our profile client, business owner, about 55 years old, net worth 30 million, and we do have people that fit that models, right? So let's look at it. Let's go. This is an account review of hypothetical client that we could have managed. And if you look at it, this client, supposedly, since 2019, right, his rate of return has been over 17%. That's what we have accomplished for that potential client. And the way we've done it is through a mix of different investment choices that Mike and I have selected. This client is aggressive. If you look at this, there's no fixed income. Dan can tell you that in our CPAs. It's aggressive. But remember, he has $30 million, only $5.7 million he's investing in this. And his number one thing is grow me that money, Yasmine, okay? Don't lose it, but grow it. There is volatility on this portfolio. He definitely will feel the markets. If the market is down 30%, he will be down about 20, not 30, but he understands that. And then we have literally, for this particular client, made almost $3 million since 2019. That's a lot of money, but he was willing to take the risk. I don't think a lot of you would take 90% risk in the markets. A balance will be 60-40 or 70-30 in investments. Any questions about this before I finish up? No? All right. And then this just gives you a little bit more information on the cash flow also of the client that he can afford. Any capital gains, losses, which our CPAs always are helping us with this, managing this, right? And the client asked me, called me, said, Yasmine, give me $100,000. I was carrying, if you look at it, about $200,000 in cash. It is very easy for Mike, my business partner, and I to deploy $100,000 for that client, right? I don't have to sell anything. I can always call Sabina as well. Hey, send some money for my clients as the banker. She would do that. Some of his holdings, these are individual stocks. So when I say I hold a Series 7, I can buy these stocks for this client, okay? And that gives you a little edge in the investment world. Not every investor can handle individual stocks. A lot of people use ETFs, mutual funds in different vehicles. So that's some of the stocks. These are some other services that we partnered up with Dan, with CPAs and all that. Great referrals for me. Just give it for Junior because, he's just so cute. Business brokers, so Erica, yes, that is my son, Ty. Business owners, entrepreneurs, corporate executives, retirees, lawyers, CPA, bankers, and investors. And my BNI statistics, 16 years here, 137 clients, over $23 million. That's why I also wake up in the morning. Can you clap for that? Average client is that. And then that's my contact information. So thank you all for, it was very quick, but I hope I provided you a little bit of the insight on what we do. And it can get very complicated. But one thing I leave you with is It's very personal approach, the way we take it. We don't fit you in a model that you don't belong. We customize your investments to your personal needs, and we get to understand you, and we hold your hand. When things are ugly in the markets, you can call me and Mike. So thank you.
Thank you, Yasmine.